dive of the Titan submersible, a very important issue was noticed that could prove fatal in the future, but still, without caring for their lives, the Titan was launched into the sea, the result of which is now becoming apparent. In the North Atlantic, the search operation for the missing submersible, which carried 5 individuals, is ongoing. It has been 3 days in the Atlantic Ocean since they went missing. Where are the bodies of those unfortunate souls, and who will recover them? Critical phase. The U.S. Coast Guard said the vessel's oxygen supply may run out. This was on Saturday, June 17, 2023, when OceanGate's Titan submersible descended into the depths of the ocean where the Titanic wreck lies. The journey to visit the wreck began. This journey started from the St. John's Port in Canada. This submarine had to dive 700 kilometers from its starting point into the ocean known as the North Atlantic Ocean. This is the area of the ocean where the wreck of the Titanic ship is located. The water temperature in this part of the ocean is 2.5 degrees Celsius, which means that a person can survive in such cold water without any submarine for only 30 to 90 minutes. The Titan submersible was to be lowered into the water on Sunday, June 18, in the morning, and as you already know, an issue was noticed in the Titan before the dive, which was ignored. What exactly was the issue, and all was known about it? After all, why was this risk taken? This journey included 5 people, among them was OceanGate's CEO 𝗔𝗯𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁. Also on this trip were Action Aviation's founder 𝗔𝗯𝘂𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁, who has traveled to space with Jeff Bezos, Paul Henry, who had also visited the Titanic before, and Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood along with his son 𝗖𝗵𝘆. These were the 5 individuals who were going to see the wreck of the Titanic to fulfill their dream. The Titanic sank in 1912 and was discovered 73 years later in 1985. Ship experts from different countries have made dozens of visits to the Titanic. Before making the Titanic movie, its director James Cameron also visited the Titanic dozens of times. Then this movie was released in 1997, after which many people developed an interest in visiting the Titanic ship. On Sunday, June 18, 2023, at 12 p.m., Titan started its journey. This journey, which lasts 2 hours, lost contact with the mothership after 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now, this is a very normal occurrence for the Titan submersible. This tour lasted 7 hours, but when 7 hours passed and contact could not be re-established, the crew present on the mothership sought help from the U.S. Coast Guard. In that part of the ocean where contact with Titan was lost, it is dark all around, and there is no sign of light. On Monday, June 19, 2023, along with the U.S. ship, Canadian ships and planes launched a search operation in the North Atlantic Ocean. This research also utilized sonar scanning. Titan was just 15 minutes away from the Titanic. The research continued for the next 2 to 2.5 days, but no trace of Titan could be found. On Wednesday, June 21, at 6 a.m., the search team recorded some sounds from the depths of the water. These sounds were heard with the help of underwater radars. As soon as they heard them, ROVs were sent in the direction of the sound, but this also failed and no news of Titan was found. The submarine had 96 hours, or 4 days, of oxygen available, of which 3 days had already passed. On Thursday, June 22, ROVs were sent back near the Titanic wreck. After what was shown, it had to be remembered always. At 3:04, ROV saw a piece of Titan lying 1,600 feet away from the Titanic wreck. The wreck of the submersible that was going to see the Titanic wreck was now being shown in news all over the world. This news had created a stir across the globe. Titan, which was 4,000 meters underwater, could not withstand the water pressure and exploded in just 0.3 seconds. Several controversies began to arise regarding OceanGate's safety. The issue that everyone knew about had been mentioned by 𝗔𝗯𝘂𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁 in 2021, stating that they had built Titan not from steel, but from aviation-grade carbon fiber, but they did it to bring some new innovations into the industry. Titan was also tested at pressures of 5,000 to 10,000 psi in the ocean, in which it was successful. The second reason for the Titan submarine's destruction was the existing cracks that were noticed by a businessman, Carl Stanley, in 2019. At that time, Titan was still being operated by 𝗔𝗯𝘂𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁. However, Carl stated that he had complete confidence in Stockton. The wreckage of Titan was recovered just a few days later. The American Coast Guard stated that human remains have certainly been recovered from the Titan wreckage.